I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
Or to polish up my gear for the morrow.
This is a bit much for me.
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
I must go where duty calls.
My arse out of bed.
How are things?
You summoned a pawn? What manner of trick did you employ?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Where ought we to go now? If I learn of a matter that requires your attention, I shall inform you directly. Good morrow to you, Arisen.
My legs are stiff as boards after training. Aye. Is there aught you require, sir? I don't much care who you are. I'm busy enough with my own goings on.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
Twill be a joy to serve one so gallant. Let us work together to honour the Arisen's trust.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
I mustn't let the captain see my knees.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I've got wares of every ilk. It isn't an easy life, but I enjoy the travel. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases to be made. day, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, it is quite a relief.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Do come again.
find goods for sale.
So tired. I barely...
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. A trying time for merchants of any ilk. Monsters and bandits are a plague upon my business. Much obliged. Well met.
Might you be in need of my skills?
How are things?
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
A rescue mission, is it? And I dare say time is of the essence. If you can weather a harpy assault unaided, Shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey. The lad's in Vermouth now. He's eager. I'll give him that. Expedition, sword drills. Say the word and he'll join in at a moment's notice. Say, you look experienced. You should talk to the lad. I'm sure he'll be glad of a bit of guidance.
Right, just follow me. Trouble approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back. But I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Shall we be off? We've a report to make. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
Over here.
It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get beat. Let's all that wind go to waste.
I shan't let it stand.
An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Behold the state of the village! 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
Right you are.
Pitiable Arisen.
Well met. Let me know what you need. Might have just the thing. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looking for work? We've got plenty going here.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate. arisen. Charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon? I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Doubtful. The way I hear it, about a dozen Arisen crawled out of the woodwork by the time the throne had set. Not that I care really, by the way. It's all the same to me. This one's real. These will play out.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Ruiner's apothecary here in Mel.
At last, it all becomes clear.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients if you know what they are. Do come again.
What say we see this delivered?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my ears on end. Yep.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Your skills have come a long way. Well done.
One can but strive to improve.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
What say we gather some information?
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. That place puts my hairs on it. Not much going on.
Time to get back to work.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true, but I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
Right you are.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
'Tis as you say.
Time to get back to work.
Oh, at least
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. Villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
A single jar of poison ought to send those Saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
What to do? Our precious little time.
Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
I am proud to see how strong you become, Master. Outstanding.
'Tis moments such as these that make an adventure worthwhile.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain. Now a strength before moving on.
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
If you don't mind, sir, I've my duty to attend to.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
What to make of this?
Look, Master! Goblins!
Leave it to me. Too fast for you.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our king sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Regardless, do well not to invite mistrust.
This is an obstacle I'd sooner be rid of.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use.
Why don't we go take a look?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Mind, I have time for a citizen in need.
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I foresaw. My task is to seek out items of potential value and research them. And 'twas going well too, till I found that door. 'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings. But my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go, on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen, but not so here in Batal. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them and dispel the dragon, and that pawns embody misfortune. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Can't leave my post, I'm afraid.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Pawns are a mysterious sort. Some know them by another name, Crossers of the Rift. They're said to travel twixt the worlds through those, rift stones, I believe they're called. I'd not mind a journey to another world myself, provided 'twere only temporary.
If you see aught untoward, pray inform me.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Can't wait to find out what's inside.
Do not test me.
That's it!
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Got the enemy right where I need it. Stop that up!
It's clear the two of you know what you're doing.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
You have my protection. You must wait.
Ah, how do you like that?
Me? Caught unawares? I would never be so careless.
Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter pack.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard.
A Cyclops! There!
Flame will accomplish little against this foe.
Must have a thought. Why did we make use of this torrent somehow?
This could grant us the end. If we use it up. Worthy of caution. Not to say our best.
No quarrel here.
I'll put an end to this foe, Master. You have my gratitude, sir. I seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by. That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. Having plenty of these to hand will make for easier battles.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, 'twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?